Hi everyone, Carnivore Ron here. Uh, I'm just sitting here with some thoughts. I kind of had an idea about something I wanted to convey. Uh, and I had a friend, this is what got me started actually. I had a friend who sent me a link to an article. And I know this was done as an act of concern or kindness. But he sent me an article from the Washington Post. I have to look over here because I've got the article up on my screen. And it basically says, uh, does red meat cause cancer? And they say, well, I can't tell you for sure, but here's what the science says. And it goes and it quotes a National Health and Nutrition Examination survey data. So it's a survey which is basically the most unreliable data that you could possibly do any kind of scientific study on. And it talks about 45% of the population on any given day will not eat beef. Okay. First, the thing is that it's a survey. All right. How many of you remember how many times? I know carnivores are going to remember how many times they ate beef in the last month or 2 months or last year, because we eat beef almost every day. At least I do. So I could tell you what that. Yeah, I eat a lot of beef. But most people, if you ask them what they ate, say June 15th of 2003, they're not going to remember. They're going to guess. And the data is based on people guessing on what they ate. The conclusion is that you needed to restrict your beef intake. Now, I know this guy did this out of kindness, and I had to accept it graciously. I sent him back a text telling him basically that, well, this was based on survey data. This was a survey, not a true scientific study. And then I sent him back a list of maybe 35 or 40 doctors and research scientists, such as Dr. Binkman, Dr. Ludwig. And I said, these are research scientists that disagree with that article. You might want to check them out. And he said, thank you for the links. But I was thinking about how we're going to run into people that they maybe even they care and are concerned about us being on this kind of a diet. They think it's very restrictive. It's not balanced. And the interesting thing is that every single nutrient and amino acid that you need to live off of is contained in red meat, such as beef, bison, lamb, any kind of animal that has what I say 4 stomachs. They're designed to get the nutrition from the plants that they eat, plants that we can't eat. Many of them are poisonous to us, or that even if we can, we have to use our intestines to ferment to get sugar out of it and use it to generate energy and to get the nutrients that we need. Again, this is not medical advice. I'm just repeating information that I've heard. If I encourage you to do your own research, you really need to be your own doctor or researcher as it is. Check the people that know this stuff. And I'm not referring to your family physician either, because this is stuff they're not trained in. Even nutritionists still will push on you the plant-based idea that you get all these nutrients and everything from your plants. And you do get a lot of nutrients from your plants. But it's not as complete as red meat is. Way short of it. And there's plenty of science, actual science, there to prove that. And you can look it up. But that's going to be your job. That's not mine. What I'm here today to talk about is the act of kindness, and how people, well-meaning, are going to react to this diet and what you're doing, and they think you're going to be killing yourself until they start actually checking out the data. And there's been videos done on that on Dave Mack's channel on Zero Carb Life, where these people that have been in the insurance industry, they've been in medical industry. Some of them are MDs, and they went to dig deeper and found out that the conventional wisdom was wrong. Now I want to talk a little bit about, I heard a story a long time ago about people, and I think humans are still the same as they were. We think we've advanced. Yeah, we do things differently now. We kind of know things that we didn't know. But I'm reminded of a story that I once heard. Many of you have heard about the Salem witch trials. It's a very sad part of our history on this continent. They used to view that people could be possessed by demons, and they oftentimes would call someone a witch because maybe they'd walk by their house and later that day their farm animal would get sick. And not understanding the biology that we understand today, they would point a finger at that person. That person hexed my cow or my chickens, and now they're not laying eggs and my cow is sick. So they would have a trial, and they would determine whether or not this person was possessed as a demon and is a witch. And as an act of kindness, get this, as an act of kindness, they would burn the person at the stake because it was releasing them of this demon that had taken them over and turned them into a witch. We have science, but are we really much different when we go and we see an article in the Washington Post that tells us today, in spite of all the actual science that's out there, that they use a survey data taken back, back in 2023, and they say this is science, that people that got cancer ate red meat. People have an agenda, and they may be well-meaning, they may be thoughtful, they may be caring, they're concerned about you, but they don't know. And you got to take their concern as an act of kindness, and just say, really, if you want to know, I have some information that you might want to look at that contradicts this. And if you think a survey data outweighs what a cellular research biologist who really knows this stuff says about it, well, you decide who is really more of an expert. I'll let you think about that. I'm not going to force you into this diet, but I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing, and I'm just going to stay with it because I believe it's right for me. But look, you just have a great day. Do the best you can with whatever situation you're in. Deal with the struggles that you have. I hope that my videos will help. And that's it. Just have a great day.